I'm honestly surprised Pudgy Penguins are still alive. I genuinely think their story could be turned into a movie, and their NFT holders basically won a golden ticket. At one point, Pudgy Penguins was this close to ending up in the trash and becoming just another NFT project that everyone forgot about. But the community didn't let that happen. They kept the penguins alive, and now they're stronger than ever. Today, it takes around $60,000 to buy just one Pudgy Penguin, and the collection is now ranked second on OpenSea. Welcome to Crypto News. Today, I'll tell you how Pudgy Penguins survived a major crisis and became one of the biggest NFT projects in the crypto world. The first thing that caught my eye about Pudgy Penguins is that it was made by 4 students who had just turned 18. These guys were studying at the University of Florida and decided to create their own NFT project when they saw how popular NFTs were getting. The guys chose penguins because they look cute and friendly. They made a collection of 8,888 penguins, and most of them were generated randomly. It's important to know that these guys didn't plan to change the world or build some big helpful project. They just wanted to make a collection of digital items that people could use to show off and flex their wealth. They believed that you can easily fake a Gucci bag or a Supreme hoodie, so that's not the best way to show the world how rich you are. But you just can't fake an NFT, which is why they saw a huge future for this market. They had no business experience and no money for promotion. It was just 4 kids who wanted to create something cool. Pudgy Penguins were a big hit right from the start. In the summer of 2021, people were excited about new NFT collections, and the cute penguins sold out in just 20 minutes. A strong community grew around the project. People created their own slang, used their penguins as Twitter profile pictures, and were very active on Discord. Just a month after the launch, the collection's trading volume had already reached hundreds of millions of dollars. On August 12, a New York Times reporter named Kevin Roose wrote an article about the penguins. After that, the lowest price for a penguin went up to 3 Ethereum. So in less than 3 months, their price grew 100 times. The project grew so fast, I think it actually caused problems for the team. When you're young, fame can easily take over your mind and blind you. It seems something like that happened here. Instead of focusing on building a strong foundation, the team made a lot of promises. They said they would release a game, a token, an educational book about NFTs, and even more to the community. Unfortunately, at one point the project was close to falling apart. The community was upset because most of the promises weren't fulfilled. And when the team finally did something, it felt unserious and unorganized. The biggest failure was probably the Pudgy Presents drop. Every penguin owner got one egg as a gift, and the team kept teasing the upcoming reveal. The eggs hatched on Christmas Eve, after months of anticipation. The community was surprised and disappointed to get fishing rods. They looked plain and didn't come close to the original penguins in style. On top of that, the team didn't double check before the release and misspelled rods as rogs. Nevertheless, even though people were angry, the penguin community stayed loyal and kept hoping for changes. But in January 2022, people learned the harsh truth. The 4 creators emptied the wallets, even taking the funds the community had raised for specific causes. After that, they offered one of the biggest penguin holders to buy the project for almost $3 million. He said no, and also told everyone about what happened. It looked like the project was reaching its end. There was no real utility behind the penguins, and it became clear that no one actually planned to keep the promises made by the founders. All the penguins had left was a loyal community. Many NFT projects wouldn't survive a crisis like this. Think about it, 4 18-year-old students made lots of big promises and held 2 fundraisers with clear goals, but then just took all the money and decided to sell the project. Luckily, Pudgy Penguins had a huge community that didn't want to see it disappear. Several people offered to buy the project, and in the end, Luca Netz became the new owner. In April 2022, he bought Pudgy Penguins for 750 ETH, or about $2.3 million. I think the holders got lucky when Luca became the buyer. He truly believes in the NFT market and plays the long game. That is why he didn't turn Pudgy Penguins into a money printing machine, but chose to build a strong brand. In just 3 weeks, Luca put together a great team, and honestly, I could make a whole separate video just about this comeback. One of the coolest things they did is the Pudgy toys that you can actually buy at Walmart. So far, more than 1.5 million toys have been sold. On top of that, Luca is slowly keeping the promises made by the previous owners. For example, in August 2022, they teamed up with Green Kids Club to make the promised educational book. And in December, every NFT owner got the commercial rights for their image. The team is also working hard on mobile games. I believe Luca can create one of the first blockchain video games that will actually be fun to play, instead of yet another cringy mess. All this helped keep the minimum price of a penguin around $60,000. They also launched a meme token on Solana, but I won't go into much detail about Pengu. It's a classic meme token where half of the supply goes back to the community as rewards. Today, Pudgy Penguins is one of the biggest and most promising NFT projects. The team clearly knows what they are doing and is determined to keep things moving forward, and that deserves respect. Hey guys, my channel is still new and your support means a lot. Every like, comment, subscribe and share helps the algorithm know my videos are worth recommending. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd be really grateful for your support. Write in the comments what you think about Pudgy Penguins, and I'll see you next Sunday.